Skincare.
The skincare market, one of the fastest growing industries in this decennia, and this for both men and women, influencers with their 20-step skincare routine, the rise of the Korean beauty trend to have perfect glass-like skin. Hundreds if not thousands of products were made with sometimes bold claims about their benefits. All of this results in a very overwhelming situation for who is new getting into skincare.
But in reality, you only need 4 things.
A cleanser, a moisturizer, sunscreen, and one product I will tell you later about is essentially all you need to achieve good skin. Now let's start with the last product, because it might be the most important one. And for this we need to go back to my last year high school and first year uni. And those were the days I struggled with acne. And probably like most of us did, I started searching for a solution and product on the internet. And that was like opening a Pandora's box. Product after product after product. After some time I realized the products don't work, but they only getting more and more expensive. And one day, finally, I decided to see a dermatologist. They told me there's probably only one drug that may work against acne consistently, and the dermatologist prescribed me isotretinoin, under many also known as Accutane. This is a derivative of vitamin A, which when the concentration builds up in the body can shrink the size of sebaceous glands. So in conclusion, this drug targets acne at its root cause, and that's why it's so consistent. The cure can last from 6 months to 1 year, depending on the dose you are allowed to take in every single day. But before starting this treatment, they had to warn me. Accutane has some controversial side effects. And yes, I had a hard time too, because of it. From constantly a dry skin, dry lips, bleeding nose, to maybe the worst side effect, severe depression. After taking Accutane for a while, topical retinoids will replace the drug, because there's a maximum concentration of Accutane you're allowed to build up in your body. This is the specific retinoid that the dermatologist prescribed to me. The brand is called Deferin, and this is undoubtedly the most important product to prevent breakouts. Now, I'm very happy with the result, guys, but I definitely won't recommend this drug to everyone. I can only say, talk to your doctor or talk to your dermatologist before you take any action. Now, let's continue with the actual skincare routine. Always start your day and end your day by washing your face. Use a cleanser to remove excessive oils and dirt on your face more effectively. This is the cleanser I personally use, but there's also a foam version that's meant for people with oily skins. Next step is the moisturizer. Dry skin leads to flakes, rough texture, itchiness, even feeling of burning, stinging, so keep it hydrated. That's the message. Next is sunscreen. For this one, nowadays you can get many moisturizer and sunscreen 2-in-1 that are pretty good. Personally, I use a Korean brand, but I think it's just important that the texture doesn't feel too thick. But sunlight is extremely harmful to the skin. It doesn't only can cause sunburns, but in long term it can also cause skin cancer. Regular exposure can also cause the skin to age significantly quicker. This is a picture originated from the New England Journal of Medicine. The man in the picture is a truck driver. He has been 28 years on the road. Now, the moment the picture got published, he was 69 years old. But because of his job, one side of his face is always closer to the window, and by consequence, more exposed to sunlight than the other side of his face. It's noticeable that the side that's exposed to sunlight looks more like the skin of a 19-year-old person. So I think it's definitely worth it to invest in a good sunscreen. Alright, during the day we apply sunscreen, but during the night we apply retinoid. So as mentioned before, the retinoid I use is the Deferin gel, and its main purpose for me is to prevent acne. Now you have retinol and retinoid. Retinol is essentially just a weaker form of retinoid, but the most important difference, retinol you can simply get in the store, but retinoid you usually need a doctor's prescription for it. And now guys, all together, I wash my face twice a day, once in the morning when I wake up and once in the evening. After that I always apply a moisturizer. it's important to keep your skin always hydrated. And now, depending if it's day or night, you apply either sunscreen or retinoid on top of it. Be careful with the amount of retinoids you're using, because it will dry your skin out if you put too much of it. Now, one last thing I want to mention is lifestyle. Lifestyle is usually a thing that many people oversee. Although at first sight it doesn't look very related to skincare, it's almost just as important. In short, it's about hygiene, changing your bed sheets, pillowcases, washing your hands, cleaning your phone daily. It's also about diet. Be cautious with what you eat, cut excessive sugars. Drink enough water. Avoid stress in life. Oh, and get enough of sleep. Like 7 to 8 hours at least.